under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as we get set for a pretty hotly anticipated Major League debut on the mound, Dan.
Yeah, you know what, Matt? This organization's been waiting for this guy for a long time. It'll be interesting to see early on if he's affected by any nerves. You never know what kind of start you're going to get from a guy in his debut. But from the word we've heard, this guy pounds the strike zone. And if he does that, his stuff should take care of it.
Into the box, Jahmai Jones. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Jahmai.
First pitch of the AB now. First of 3 to start the week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Here's the 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Raines is there to put it away for route number 1.
Batting second.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that is off the wall. Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Ball and a strike.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The set and the 1-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Dean Kremer gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Now to the plate here is Derek Jeter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Popped him up. Valaika shading to his right. One down.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters.
Batting
3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Number 11.
Standing in now, number 11. Pitch out. Nothing doing. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Williams, base runner at first with 1 out. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx with no score. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Rio Ruiz.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Range is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting 6.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Wells is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
There's no doubt about it, man. I think they're looking for a shot in the arm. If this guy can produce the same kind of results early on like he did through his minor league career, I don't see any reason why he can't be a very important part of this starting rotation.
3-0 to him now. There's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
2-2. That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Freddie Galvez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Heading out towards shallow right. Raines is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here comes Tino Martinez.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
First pitch on its way.
That's the ball. 0-1, no strike.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Second home run early in the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
At the plate now, Darryl Strawberry.
The designated hitter.
As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. No outs, nobody on. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at infielder Freddy Galvez, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
At the plate, Jose Canseco. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2. Lined into center field. That's a base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
So now to the plate, Tim Raines. No balls and 1 strike. There he goes. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Santander. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting 8, the catcher.
So 2 down and a runner at first. And here's the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. From the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Canseco leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now a move over to first. The 2-0 on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We've played 2. Now 1-0 Yanks. Leading off the inning, it'll be Pedro Severino. And they could use a spark from him here.
Pedro Severino.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing at that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Jahmai Jones is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Next, it'll be Austin Hayes. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
He stays alive, still 2-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. At the plate now is Wade Boggs as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Counts 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Santander's got it, and there's one away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now here's the pitch. Derek Jeter comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hayes on the run for it. To the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, center fielder, Bernie Williams.
Next to hit is Bernie Williams. He singled in his first AB. Pitch on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that one is gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball all the ballpark like he did just there.
Stepping in now, number 11. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 New York. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Count is 1-2 now. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So here's Trey Mancini. And this is low, ball one. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit to third. Boggs gloves it. And that's the second out. That was an exciting play at first there, and will employ Showtrack for a better look. Knowing he really had to let it loose to beat the runner, he fired off a 90-mile-an-hour throw. That's not a number you'll see very often from an infield throw, so he really showed off the arm that time. Rio Ruiz stands in as he looks at ball one here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tino Martinez, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Out in front of it, strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Fouled off. Popped up. And there's the first out.
Now back, the designated hitter.
And now is the Yankees DH, Darryl Strawberry, grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
3-1. Here it is. Chopped on the ground to first. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
the left fielder, number 33, Jose Canseco.
And stepping in, Jose Canseco singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the third time tonight, he has served up a home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
To the plate now,
The right
Tim
fielder, number
Raines.
31.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch. Oh, and he paid the price for it, too, as he crashes into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. So here is Pat Valaika. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way. And you
hit pretty well out to deep left field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Anthony Santander will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
Now another 0-2.
Ball. The count is 1 and 2.
A little bouncer.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Freddy Galvez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And it's fouled away. Valaika, the runner at second with one away. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Martinez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro Severino.
Ready now is Pedro Severino, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. Raines will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Jorge Posada.
For the Yankees, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
The next 3-2. Pops this one up. Ruiz trying to get there, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Derek Jeter. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bernie Williams.
So next to bat will be Bernie Williams, 2 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
A 1 pitch on its way.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but James Kingsley says he held up. Ball 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. So now into the box is Jahmai Jones. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And that one yanked just foul.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strike out there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Raines has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Striding forward now is the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. He's right there. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Hunter Harvey will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 56, Hunter Harvey.
Digging in will be number 11. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, number 11.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Now the 2-0. On the ground to third. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Tito
Tino Martinez will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as the Yankees start to pull away a bit. It's now 4-0.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Into the box, Darryl Strawberry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, that's just a nice get me over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The 2-2. Line drive, fair ball down the line. He'll get it into second. And he'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
He just sports that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Standing in now, Tim Raines. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone will get him an out.
A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Here now the 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Now batting,
and this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with one swing of the bat. So,
and the tag is on him to retire the side. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 5-0. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
For the Orioles, the first baseman, Trey Mancini.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Wells is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Rio Ruiz is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Too high, 1-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Another 1-2 delivery.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Jorge Lopez gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 48, Jorge Lopez.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
At the plate now, Derek Jeter. And this one's in the dirt, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Boggs leads off second with nobody out.
Ball,
2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Bernie Williams waits on deck. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, center fielder, Bernie Williams.
Next for New York, Bernie Williams. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch on its way as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
All even now, 2-2. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, number 11.
So now here is number 11. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Tino Martinez coming to the plate again as we look back at his 2 home runs in the game so far. The most recent back in the 6th inning. The first pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it. Or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Travis Lakins enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping in now, Darryl Strawberry, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Comes set and the 0-1. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 7-0. Jeff Nelson will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Anthony Santander the next to bat. No hits in for him in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Freddy Galvez is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. And that's too high, ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Galvez leads off first with 1 away. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And that misses. 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Martinez is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Jahmai Jones, no hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 0-1 the count. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1 left for the Orioles. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0.
Leading up for the Yankees, the left fielder, Jose Canseco.
First pitch of the AB now. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
You gotta love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
And the throw, pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a three-ring circus.
Tim Raines is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Lincoln's has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
This is pulled into right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Nobody out, runner on first. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Never attempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Has a look, now the pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Wade Boggs.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Sean Armstrong comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Posada, the runner at third. Boggs is at second with nobody out. High in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Next, here is Bernie Williams. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch of the AB on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And it's 1-2. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You know, something to keep in mind, They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Still only one out in the inning. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. 8 full. The Yankees lead this one 9-0. Austin Hayes the next to bat, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fouled off. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Ryan.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. 2 down here in the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Baltimore, good night.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. David Wells gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the